This was a game from the 15th of February, and I've completely forgotten all the interesting things I was going to say about it. Black pretty much took an early lead through questionable distribution from Demergent. I think all the first 3 goals came from kickouts or rollouts that didn't quite make it to the halfway line. I sympathise here a little bit because you get an unlucky break, but the golden rule is don't kick it down the middle of the field, because if you lose it, you're fucked. And then Arman breaks the second golden rule, which is if you're passing it back to the keeper, don't put it between the posts, because that might happen. Not the best work that Ara's ever done, but you pass it between the posts and there's always a risk. This is goal number 3 for Black, and again, distribution straight from the back. And this is why I tell Demergent just to hit it long and into the corners, precisely this reason. So the first clip there was an example of Jano trying to hit it long and getting nothing out of it. The second time he gets the ball, he plays it short and we just work it through, and Arman scores a goal. So it's a good yin and yang there. Long pass, totally ineffective. Short pass, very effective. A good pass by Draz into the channel, but this time Jano's working hard and tracks his run all the way from the midfield into the left back position to win the ball back. It's good. And this is the best thing that Rafi does all game. A couple of miscontrols, terrible back heel. Berge's been learning off his brother how to perfect the toe poke technique. I'll talk about footwork a little bit later on, but that's not some great work there from Kasparian. It's not so much the touch, it's the positioning of the feet that causes all the problems there. And Demergent's footwork is also a little bit suspect. He comes and then goes back, and it allows Rafi to hit the post. But good reflexes this time from Demergent. It's difficult. And then again, the yin and the yang of Jano. So a couple of minutes ago, working hard to get back. This time, really doesn't react on the free kick at all, and allows Raz to score at the back post. So Varchi actually pretty much does a good job here. But JT just too tall for him, and well, he's unlucky, but it's great reactions from Demergent. Again, pretty good footwork there from Vaskan. There's a good example of counter-attack. You've got 4 white here. Sergio wins it back after originally having given the ball away. But it's good to see white coming forward in numbers. It's a great way to counter-attack, and they're all in a line across. If Vaz could have got his pass away, it'd been a great opportunity for a goal. Meanwhile, at the other end, Arman tries to dribble out of defence, gets no luck. Jano tries to dribble through the middle with no luck. And within a few seconds, the ball's in the back of the net at the other end. So again, another example of trying to dribble through the middle or trying to pass it long through the middle. It's just not very effective. Again, another long pass this time from Jano. Get a bit of a lucky break, and it's another good save from Demergent. So at this point, Black can sense that White is struggling to get out, and watch all of Black all of a sudden at the same moment all move forward. That's because they can sense the danger. And again, it's another good save from Demergent, but there's a moment there where the entire Black team just kind of moves forward together because they can sense that White is struggling to play it out the back. Similar to Berge at the other end, I show here that a defender just running through the middle always has a pretty good chance of getting on the end of something. And here, classic Rafi, a drag back, a lucky break, and a toe poke. Textbook. Quite sure what Raz is doing here, he seems to just give up entirely. But it doesn't matter, JT will hit the post anyway. And Garan doesn't score many headers, and he doesn't score one here either. And then Vazken will call him a foul, and gets zero sympathy from the rest of the field. Now this is the best and the worst of Sergio in a couple of minutes. Here he'll get the ball as the last man and try and dribble all the way up the field, inevitably lose it, and the opposition will score a goal. But making a mistake makes him like a angrier, more effective version of Rafi, and inevitably he'll go up the other end and score a goal. Now I'm going to call bullshit here. At the time, this was given as a goal, but now we have Jano and Sergio not even back in their own half. Me, Rafi and Hadjik still in the centre circle. But apparently Garan thinks it's okay to score from a centre here. I'm quite sure about that. I'm calling bullshit.
play down, baby. He was on the B team though for a while. He didn't play down. He played down,
JT gets his goal. The only interesting thing I watched from this week was poor footwork that leads to bad touches. So here, Vace kind of lifts his foot in a weird way, and instead of getting his body behind the ball, and eventually they'll just give the ball up. Wins it back a little bit, but could do better. Again, JT here runs into the position, but then stops at the crucial moment or slows down, and ends up having to do a flick. If he just carried on going at the same pace, wouldn't have to flick it up, and then has to go and win a header. Here, Raz has his back to goal and then has to do a full 180. If he'd just been on the half turn the entire time, that ball would have been a lot easier to control. Now here's two different cases of a chest. Here when I chest it, the ball goes down, which makes it a lot easier to control. When it comes to hat-trick here, his body position is such that the ball is only ever going to go up in the air, and that makes it really difficult. In fact, Vaz can just come take the ball off him. And then a couple of times during the game, Giano's going to try and trap the ball on the end of his toe, which is such a small surface area that there's a good chance the ball is just going to bypass you. It's a little bit more difficult to see on that clip, but the next clip should show it a bit more obviously. Comes to meet the ball, but then just puts his toe out, and he's really hoping he can just catch it on the end. But you're looking at like a square inch maybe, where you can actually control the ball. It's very difficult to pull off. Now here, JT actually does a great body shape, and you can see he's got his arse into Zaven, but he doesn't stand his ground and lets the ball bounce away. If he just hold his position and maybe just shuffle back a little bit, he'll probably have a lot more joy. Vace, however, this is textbook. Watch his feet, goes backwards, controls it, and then he sees the danger of Rafi, so just puts himself between the ball and Rafi. The pass isn't the best, but the footwork and the positioning is pretty good. Here, Vazken again, good little footwork, so he can control the ball nicely. And again, JT does the right thing by controlling the ball with his back to goal, but then loses all the advantage he has by turning back into the man. And finally, Vace here, a good example of if you're struggling, just play the way you're going. He heads the ball in the direction he's going, and eventually he's able to clear it. If in doubt, just play the way you're going.